everybody, this is Angie the Coder, and today I'm going to step back and take a little break from talking about the NCCI manual. You guys are probably tired of hearing about that already, even though I've got tons of things to say about that. But today we are going to go out through the magic of my computer. I'm going to take you out to the internet, and we're going to go out to the AAPC's website, and I'm going to show you a tool they have on their website that I didn't know about. And I've been a member of the AAPC since 1994, so I'm really excited to find this tool and to share it with you. And it's really more about billing than coding, but you might find it very interesting. So let's go. Now we're going to go out to the internet, and we are going to go up to our address bar, and we're going to type in www.aapc.com. We're going to go out to the AAPC's main website page, their main landing page. Go to the very, very bottom, so just do your little scroll thing, and go to the very bottom where you see this kind of light gray area. Go to the column that says Resources. Go down and go to Tools. I just want to apologize. I'm having trouble talking. I have shot this video now 3 times trying to get my voice to behave because I had cheese pizza for dinner and it was delicious, but I don't eat a lot of dairy, and so my voice is acting up. I don't think it appreciated the dairy. So too much information, I'm sure, but if my voice kind of comes in and out, I think that might be why, because it was fine before I ate the pizza. So one of the wonderful things about being me. Anyway, so if you click on Tools, there's all kind of cool tools, and they're all free. See, it says free. Who doesn't love free, right? Especially if it's good. We are actually going to look at some of these other tools another day, but today the one we're going to look at, because I actually just kind of happened upon this one tool, the Health Plan Provider and Policy Search. That's the tool that we're actually going to look at right now, because I saw this and thought, where has this been all my life? Because I really get tired of looking this stuff up. I will admit that I do have bookmarks for some of these payers, but literally there are, does it say how many payers are in here? Oh, you can tell I've already looked one up and they kept it. Well, let's see. Let me clear my search and see if it'll, there. Now it'll show you what it looks like when you haven't done a search before. So you can actually input your state and look for payers by state, or you can actually type them in, and we're going to do both of those probably. Definitely going to type in the name, but the first thing we're going to do is I'm just going to kind of show you. They're in here alphabetically, so you could scroll through and just check some of them out if you wanted to. There are a ton of them. I think I looked, was it 500 and something in there? I can't remember. There's quite a few in there. Oh, over 500. So let's start with, I'm going to start with, because you know I'm just that way, I'm going to start with option 2 instead of option 1. So what I'm going to do is put in Aetna. Actually, let's try this. We'll do North Carolina. Yeah, that's us. And then we're going to put in Aetna. Actually, I usually code for California, but I live in North Carolina, so we'll do North Carolina. We're going to submit, and notice down here it brings up Aetna, and it says it's multi-state coverage, and then it has these little icons, 5 of them? So icon number 1, if you hover over it, it'll tell you it's the home page for Aetna. Icon number 2 will take you to the provider section of Aetna's website. Icon number 3 is going to take you straight to the policy page. Heck yeah, just skip the middleman, go straight to the source. And then 4 is the credentialing page. I don't do credentialing, but I can imagine if you did credentialing, this would be super helpful information. And then there's a little search. So you can actually search the site. Now, I tried this a while ago before I started filming it, and didn't have very good luck with it. We might try it again, but instead, the page I really, really want to show you is the policies page. Or actually, this is the provider. Is this the provider page? Oh, their manuals are out here, and their webinars. All kind of cool stuff. Their newsletters. But that's not what we were looking for. Sorry, my mouse is, let me hover. I'm looking for the policies, this is the policy page. So actually we were on the policy page. So here we are on the policy page. And if you click right here, it'll take you straight to medical policies. And there they are. You can search for them. by keyword. It's like if you knew they have a policy on something and I happen to know they have a policy on breast reconstruction. And you know, if you do surgery, if you do like plastic surgery, you know this has come up in your practice. So, and it tells you what their policy is on breast reconstructive surgery. It'll tell you like all kind of like implant removal. It gives you other policies you might need to think about breast reduction surgery. So let's start looking through them. So you have the breast reconstructive surgery policy, which is what I was really wanting to look at. And say you have a policy of a patient that had breast cancer, and we want to know, well, how does Aetna handle paying for that, or what are their policy guidelines on that, their clinical policy guidelines. You can just click on it and read it. And it's going. And there, we're not going to bother to read it, but it gives you the policy number, which would be cool, because then you can refer to that when you're dealing with Aetna. You can say, well, according to your policy number 0185, it says you do this under these circumstances. So it gets into very, very specific detail about how they cover breast reconstruction. And let's go backwards. All right, so, and then you have your implant removal and external breast prosthesis policy. So there's all kind of cool breast policies that come up, biopsy policies and whatnot. So, you know, I think that's pretty cool. Very, very cool. Let's see. So let's get out of that. And I was going to show you, well, we did a search, right? So now you know how to search on policies. I want to see if I can find their reimbursement stuff, because those policies are their clinical policies. So they're going to talk about things like what kind of, what the medical necessity for certain procedures for them to pay would be and things like that. But then there's also some reimbursement policies, and I'm going to see if I can find those. Oh, and also you can link to their Navinet. Navinet is where they process their claims, and you can go in there and you can take a look at claims, and you can also look at their edits and all that if you have a login for Navinet for Aetna. And if you have providers that are contracted with Aetna, you should be able to get to that. Hold on, looking to see. Payment and claims. Their fee schedule information is here. Let's see, payment and claims. Claims and reimbursement. This is all kind of cool stuff here. And I'm trying to find some of the things I've had to look up on here before. Yep, can't find them right now. Of course not. Not when you're on the camera, you can't. But basically you can go, the payment estimator and all that. All kind of cool electronic tools that they have. All kind of cool stuff there. So that's that for Aetna. But you can do this for any of these over 500 payments. I can't talk. Payers that they have on this wonderful tool that they've got here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I should show you. Well, I tell you what, let's look up another. See if I can get out. Go back in. We'll see how user-friendly this thing is. So right now, let's just clear this because we don't want to look up Aetna. Let's put in North Carolina again. And you can just see, you can just put an NC and it goes to North Carolina. It's supposed to go to North Carolina. Hold on. All right, there we go. And then come over here and you can type in like Blue Cross and Blue Shield. And hit submit, and it's already come up down here. And let's go out to their policies. All right, and so they've got their Blue Book provider manual. They've got their medical policies over here. And I'm trying to think, their e-manuals, which really, I don't know about you guys, but I really used to, when I used to do a lot of provider coding, I used to really depend on this provider Blue Book a lot. You can see what else they have. And then of course you've got some of their Blue Book archives, so you can look back in time. It's like the little Wayback Machine over here. and their eSolutions, which I think is Claim Check. I think they're with, I think Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina is with Claim Check, or Blue E. They're with Blue E. And so that's where you can go and you can submit claims, you can verify eligibility, you can check into, I think you can actually look at their edits and all kind of cool stuff there. All right, so there it is, guys. That's how you can get to a lot, 500 or more of your favorite payers just by logging on to your, actually, you don't even have to log on to your AAPC account to do this. You can do this just as a visitor to the site. I wasn't logged on when I did this, so I'm pretty sure you can get in here for free. And we will come back another night and we'll play with some of these other tools, and I promise you I'm going to play with them a little bit more before I bring you guys out here. But I was just so excited that when I found this that I thought, hey, I'm just going to take them in there and show them and we'll see what we can do. So you guys have a great night. Actually, I am logged in, so hopefully it works when you're not logged in. Mine automatically logs in because I have my password set on my computer. But if you can't get to it without logging in, let me know. I'm really curious to see if it works, whether you're logged in or not. But we'll come back in another video and we'll talk about, I'd like to see this utilization tool. I would also like to see the RVU calculator. Very curious about this risk adjustment tool. They've got some really neat stuff out here and I cannot wait to play with them. And I will bring you along to the playground with me and we will just, we'll just have a good time in the playground that is the AAPC website. You guys have a great night, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for coming by. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you did, could you give it a thumbs up? I really would appreciate that. It really helps a lot. And if you really liked it, could you please think about subscribing to the channel? Because, if I don't have subscribers, I'm just sort of sitting there talking to myself. And we don't want that now, do we?